We know cross-border shopping is putting the squeeze on Canadian retailers. More often than not, Canadians aren't charged any duty on their way back. Now it turns out there's a little-known policy that allows border guards to wave travelers through, especially during peak shopping periods. And as Robin Gill reports, Canadian retailers aren't happy.
Every year, Canadians make 50 million visits to the United States. When they come back, they're supposed to pay duty on whatever they bought if it's over the limit, unless the crossing is really busy.
I rarely ever pay duty.
If there's long lineup or no lineup, they're roughly will wave you through.
For 13 years, the Canadian Border Service has had discretion to let consumers go over the maximum allowed without paying penalties. And that has raised the ire of retailers in Canada.
This is more than what it's costing retailers. These issues impact the Canadian economy. We're basically reducing the number of jobs in Canada by making it easier for Canadians to cross-border shop.
On top of that, the Canadian government recently increased the exemption for travelers returning to Canada.
And that helps small business, and it helps consumer groups, both of which were supportive of the measures that we took.
We need to have the retail industry on this side be a little more competitive. Canadians are going over there for specific reasons because they're finding the price differential significant, especially with the dollar being at parity.
For just a 24-hour turnaround, that can mean up to $200 in goods coming back. But here's the reality. The prices are cheaper in the United States. A recent study by the Bank of Montreal found on average Canadian retail prices are 13% more than U.S. levels. As a result, cross-border shopping drains the Canadian economy by $20 billion per year. Retailers say the biggest problem is the tariffs charged by the federal government.
The retailers would love to lower their prices and remain profitable, but one of the costs that Canadian retailers face is in fact a government-imposed cost.
And that keeps shoppers heading south.
I'm going for cheaper by the dozen.
Retailers say it's up to the government to change the rules and support a made-in-Canada solution. Robin Gill, Global News, Vancouver.